Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I'm going to be doing some signal boosting for David Plotz. David Plotz is one of the podcasters on the Slate Political Gabfest podcast. He is also the CEO of Atlas Obscura, a really wonderful little company. You should definitely check them out. They do some really unusual stuff. But I was listening to the Slate Political Gabfest yesterday, and David Plotz was talking with Emily Bazelon and John Dickerson, and they were talking specifically about social media and the power of social media, because this last week Facebook hit a bump in the road. They were talking about social media and what it does for political movements, right? And two of the political movements that have really been important recently are the hashtag me that really have had a lot of political, cultural, and social impact lately, or actually that have had a political, cultural, and social impact. And that was one of the things they were talking about, was how much impact really had existed from those. Was those two movements are the hashtag Me Too movement and the gun restriction movement, right? And so basically, so this is what David Plotz said. He said, social media will allow you to organize quickly, but social media will not allow you to persist. And I thought that is a brilliant understanding and summation of social media. Social media absolutely does allow you to organize quickly and allows you to get your message out there in front of people, right? But because it does it so easily and so well, there is going to be a conga line of messages right behind yours, right? And so that's the thing, is it will allow you to organize your people quickly. It will allow you to get your message out quickly. It'll allow you to get your message out broadly, but it will not allow you to persist, and so that's the issue, is the immediate success it can give you is not a long-lasting success. And that is incredibly important to understand, that if you're going to have a movement that lasts a moment, a flash in the pan and a single moment doesn't mean anything. You're not going to change the politics of a nation, the culture of a nation, or the society of a nation in a moment, or even in a collection of moments. It's going to take long, persistent change. And I think that's one of the things people have a moment brought to them by social media, and they think that that's going to change the politics, the culture, or the society of a nation, and it won't. And I thought this was just a tremendously useful summation of what social media actually does. Also, the reason why I'm signal boosting this today is I actually really, for a long time I really thought, what's the point of podcasts, right? Because it's just audio. You can put all this stuff on YouTube, and it's just a vector, right? But more and more I'm seeing that the smartest people in the world are remaining on podcast and using that as a parlor, right? And so I really, if you're not listening to podcasts, you should definitely start to add them to your queue. And the reason why is some of the smartest, most compelling conversations are still happening in the podcast community. It's truly incredible. And I also want to just take one opportunity to say thank you to David Plotz, Emily Bazelon, John Dickerson, and the entire Slate team for 10 years plus of the Slate Political Gabfest, which is my absolute favorite podcast. It's really fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's a weekly podcast, really good. But David Plotz's summation of social media. Social media will allow you to quickly organize, but social media will not allow you to persist. And I thought that's a fantastic summation of what actually happens on social media. Take care.